Hello everybody, I want to give a quick review of the Supernote A6X2 Nomad by Rada. I've had this for a couple of months now, been using it pretty much every day, and I have to say that this is my first e-ink tablet, and after using this little guy, it has absolutely changed my life for the better. Just to be completely honest and transparent, the first one I got after using it for around 10 days, give or take a little bit on that, the sidebars, which is one of the main things you use for your navigation of it, did stop working. I reached out to their tech support. There was obviously the time zone differences, me being in the US and them not. And also come to find out that I was having my issues right in the middle of a holiday over there. Anyway, they did get back to me, and they tried doing some different software updates, things like that, but none of that actually worked. So they did send me a new one, so this is the replacement. On that, this is not something that was sponsored by them. They did not furnish this for the video or for the review. So this is just completely, my thoughts on it. Right off the bat, the folio that they had available at the time that I ordered it is their canvas folio. It's nice. I mean, it completely covers it, gets the job done. However, for what I needed in my life, it was a little lacking. So what I ultimately did was, after looking around, attempting to make my own thoughts, or design my own case, I ultimately bought this case from Lockbee off Amazon, and it's just their canvas notebook cover. Get that out here eventually. Anyway, so I took the notebook out, got some felt, put a little piece of plastic in here, attached a magnet with the magnet kit from Supernote, and this right here works perfect. I have a little metal plate in the back to kind of support the book, but it also has this strap which I can put my hand through, and then I can hold the Supernote like this whenever I'm on a job site or something like that, and it holds it perfectly in place, allowing me to write and give it the support that it needs. So just want to throw that out there. Also, when I got it, I got the Heart of Metal 2 pin from Supernote. Love the way it writes. It's very comfortable. The only issue I've had so far with it is the clip here. It seems to be pretty soft, and the way I carry it, I keep it clipped to the top of the case here, so it rides like that. But over time, just by my usage or whatever, it does bend, and I will have to every now and then go in with a pair of pliers and tighten it back up. I'm worried I'm going to break it, so I'm trying to think of a way to secure that otherwise. And then I also, after watching a review on YouTube, I found this Coeco. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. AL Sport. The pen itself is great. Love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Great size. The only drawback and why I probably don't use this one more is, unlike the Supernote pen that has the ceramic nib, this one just has a very soft nib, and the way that it interacts with the Supernote for me is just not quite what I'm looking for. So I keep that as a spare just in case I were to lose this one, or just be in a pinch or something like that. Anyway, so all that aside, initially when I was looking at getting a device like this, I had never had one before. Like I said, never, to the best of my knowledge, even had an e-reader of any sort, or e-paper, whatever. And so I started doing some research, because at my work, I was keeping just a paper notebook and a paper calendar, things like that, and I wanted a way to try to be a little bit more organized and keep all my notes in one spot, as opposed to having sticky notes here, the usual mess. So after doing some research, I started looking at, of course, I saw like the Kindle Scribe, the Remarkables, things like that. I kept seeing the ads for the Supernote, but I was real skeptical. In frankness, their ads to me kind of looked a little cheesy, as well as their device. But after going on YouTube, I finally decided I'd look at a review of it, and I found Kit Betts Masters. I found a review that he did, and it actually really piqued my interest. And then I started watching a few more reviews, but his was probably the best one that kind of sold me on the device. And so you should definitely check out his video. He goes very in depth with it and covers all the ins and outs. So I ended up getting it, and like I said, after using it now for probably about 2 months, it's completely revolutionized my work, the way that I do things. It's great. You have this built-in calendar, and you can sync it with your Google Calendar, so all your appointments and things that you need to know come up. You can also write on it. You can switch it to a day view if you want that. So that part's great. They have also, since I got it, they added in a to-do list. So at any note that you're in, you can just circle it using their lasso feature, and then you can add something to the to-do list, and then you can set like a date or time that it would be, due, that you need to have it completed. And then it also, once you do finish it, you just check the little box, and then it slashes through it and moves it to your completed folders. And then you can separate it, of course, by different, titles, folders that you need. Anyway, so yeah, the to-do feature I think is absolutely fantastic. And then also another cool thing about it is it allows you to create your own templates. And so I was looking around, because I wanted kind of a planner, something that would help me to stay organized. And, so I found some different ones that you can buy online. I did end up actually buying one, but it wasn't quite what I wanted once I got it. But I found the video, again, I think I found her on Reddit, and her channel is called Pixel Leaves. And she goes into the details on how to use Canva to create your own templates. And so after watching her video and then going into Canva, I've just gotten to where I make my own templates, that work the best for my personal use and work flow and different things, different forms that I need at work. Anyway, so that's just kind of a quick overview. I know I didn't really get into any of the details of it. There's plenty to learn. There's plenty of other videos that they go into the in-depth, functions of it. If there's anything in particular that you'd rather me go into, just leave a comment, and I'll try to make a video maybe explaining, my personal use of it a little bit more. In the meantime, I appreciate you watching, and thank you, and y'all have a good day.